What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Our Streamers Cheaters. Today we have got another Twitch TV streamer who goes by the name R1CHARDSHOT. Now this guy doesn't seem to be using aimbot, but we've got him using wall hacks, and that is 100% fact. I can say that and you will see why soon enough. But guys, honestly, we're going to analyse some of his gameplay first, and then we're going to show you exactly how we know for sure he is using wall hacks. ESP wall hacks. Remember guys, if you do enjoy this video, to hit that thumbs up. Let's try and get this one to 2,000 likes. Also, follow me on Twitter at BadBoyBeeman. The best way for you guys to contact me about any streamers who you believe are cheating. Right, let's crack on with the video. This is his Twitch TV channel, R1CHARDSHOT, with 1.4k followers. So again, he's not the biggest of streamers, but he's still got a decent following. And you'll see on the clips as well that he has actually got paying subscribers on Twitch. And that to me is a problem. Let's go and watch the footage now. This is the first example of why I thought he was using wall hacks. Okay, one of his teammates dies in a second, and there's no marker for the enemy who he's actually pushing. Watch this now.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm dead again.
Okay, so his teammate has just died around the corner here. Okay, somebody has been marked up 42 meters away.
Fucking beat me in the face.
That marker is no longer on the enemy, although it shows him being in this building here. Now watch where he pre-aims to from this point. Okay, so in my eyes, I'm guessing this enemy has gone through that building there, and he's expecting him to come out the back of the building there. The player inside that building must have changed his mind at this point and decided to start coming back towards this door.
How do you know? I didn't come up on heartbeat. How the fuck did he know?
Did you see that? So he goes perfectly to this position, aiming directly through this door and through the second door into the corridor inside that building, where the player just so happens to be perfectly. Okay, you may think that that could just be a coincidence, that could be good timing, good pre-aim or so on, a great prediction. But watch his movement now and where he moves himself to, and then where he pre-aims after that, without any knowledge of where that enemy has actually moved to inside this building. Watch.
Is he in that building?
Chicken and poutine.
So at this point, he's moved back and to the right and dipped behind this wall for cover. Fair enough. Good play. Watch his pre-aim now. He knew that that enemy was going to come from the left side of that building to the right, and he popped his shot perfectly as that enemy peeked out from behind the side of the door. But when he was originally looking into that building, that enemy was actually in the corridor at the back of the building. Okay, so he's only down this guy, so that could be a second enemy, couldn't it? So you could still have the one who's at the back, who would now be going to revive his teammate, or at least pre-aiming the door, expecting somebody to push in. What does he do?
Good shit.
He pushes directly into the building to finish the guy off. Why? Because he knew it was only one enemy in there. Let's go on to the next clip now. Now this one may not seem as blatant as the first one. Well, at least I thought the first one was blatant anyway. However, he runs directly towards a location where there just so happens to be an enemy. Considering that at this point, if you look at the mini-map here, they're all still in the sort of same location that they have been where he's just killed that guy in the building. But he manages to just disappear, run off in his own little world to a certain location and kill a guy who just so happens to be there. Watch this.
Yeah, bro, I did hard scar. I can't say it.
Hard scars.
At this point, he already knows exactly where he's heading to. You see that little look to the right then? Let's go back a little bit. There. That look to the right there is him actually checking if there are any enemies in that direction. And you'll see exactly why now.
Hard scars all around.
Yeah, almost on the south there.
He's just run off from his team into that direction for no reason whatsoever. And I say no reason whatsoever because Yes, there is a buy station around here, but he only has 1,800, I think it is. Let's have a look. $1,800. So he's got no reason to be heading in that direction at all on his own without any call outs to his teammates. But he ran off that way on purpose on his own just to find that guy. He actually takes 2 looks. Let's go back. His first look is here. Let's slow it down. Yeah. He does a second look now, and this one stands out to me more because actually there's a building to his right. So there is no reason for him to be looking at that building. He should be paying attention on his left, where there are gaps between the building, plenty of doors on all the buildings across there as well, where enemies could be. He's not checked the heartbeat sensor at all anyway. No UAV up. So how does he know whether or not there's an enemy on that side? He doesn't. But from this point, he actually runs whilst looking at this building here without even checking his left. See, he's looking at the building there, not checked his left.
Yeah, almost have a doubt there.
So he was actually looking at that enemy there to see whether or not he moved as he was headed towards that building. What do you guys think of that? Let me know in the comments below. Let's move on to the next clip now. This whole situation leads to him pre-aiming through a building and actually taking a shot that's directly hitting on an enemy. And he does get hard scoped, he does get sniped here, and he does get downed. But his teammate revives him and then he starts pre-aiming through a building directly at where the enemy is. Let's watch this now.
Wow. He trolled me.
No!
Can you make it out?
Okay, so he's been sniped there. Let's go back a little bit. So quickly, we'll zoom in on this little bit before he gets sniped as well. Okay, because this demonstrates to us exactly where the enemy sniped him from, and you will see the glint off the sniper scope. Watch this.
Wow. He trolled me.
No!
So we got sniped from the top left corner of hospital.
Can you make it out?
You're safe, you're safe.
You'll live.
Where was that? Was that from behind us?
Yawning.
Top prison.
Sorry.
Top prison?
His teammate asked where it was the shot come from, was it behind us? His communication skills are poor, because honestly, in my opinion, he doesn't care about communication between him and his teammates because he knows where everyone is. So remember now, at this point, the sniper shot come from the top left corner of hospital tall building.
I mean, not prison.
Now watch this.
Hospital? Sorry. Nearby?
I was literally just thinking in my head, like, wow,
I only lost like 1 or 2 because
Where is it? It's cold.
I didn't really run into that.
So he was holding on to that position for far too long, in my opinion. Like, he can see that player skeleton sitting behind the edge, and he's waiting for him to peek his head up and take the shot. So that, to me, is a pre-aim and a pre-fire from behind this wall, if we go back. What I will say is he does peek out originally, and you do see the enemy, okay? That enemy who is there now, you can see. However, he is moving, whether or not he's moving left or right. Richard's shot is not good enough to know whether or not this guy's moving left or right. He did not peek long enough to know whether or not he was moving left or right. However,
I was literally just thinking in my head, like, wow,
he peeked that perfectly, and that to me says that he's using wall hacks. The way he comes back behind this wall, adjusts his aim, and then takes the shot again. And still misses, by the way. Okay, let's go on to the next clip now. Now, for me, this one is all about his direction of travel again. Because of where his teammates mark someone up, he takes a shot at them. But you see and you notice little looks to the left and right all the time from this guy. If you were to go back and watch any of his old streams, you'll notice the way he actually does 360 spins occasionally as well, whilst being indoors in a building. Just watch after he shoots this guy who's down and the guy dies. He does a little look to the right and starts heading in that direction. And just as he's heading in that direction, just as he's about to peek behind the tent, you see a sniper glint from the window and he calls it out. However, I will tell you now, I know for a fact he already knew that guy was in that building. And then once he saw that sniper glint, he got a little bit panicked and slid behind the tent. He then proceeds to pre-aim that window and hit his shot nicely. Watch this.
Oh, that's sweet.
He got his garbage.
Hey, Lily, what's up?
Oh, there's a guy in this window,
Fucking window.
So he hits his shot nicely there after pre-aiming through the tent. I will tell you now, he was already sliding before the sniper glint from this window. And you can barely notice that sniper glint, okay? From here, you see the sniper glint there now, and then he slides just as you see it. So he was already aware that that enemy was going to be peeking out of that window. How? Because he's got wall hacks. How would that show where the enemy's going to be peeking? Player skeleton. And we'll demonstrate why shortly, so stay tuned for that. But you can see after he slid to the left behind this tent, he pre-aims it nicely and pops his shot.
Oh shit!
And it's not the most extremely clear example of what wall hacks look like. Bos Wellington was probably a little bit worse at hiding them than this guy, but this guy done something incredible and actually showed us his player skeleton live on stream, and we'll show you that now. Before we show you the evidence that we've got that clearly show that he is using ESP wall hacks, I just want to point out who he actually plays with. So yes, R1CHARDSHOT is a TTV streamer. But at the bottom as well, we've got Miss Purple, who is also a TTV streamer, who I have actually reached out to on Twitter to let her know that she has got a cheater within her team. Whether or not this is a regular thing, I don't know. I also want to point out that he has 47 paying subscribers on Twitch. These are people who pay him a monthly subscription to his channel because they enjoy his content. But he is hiding the fact that he is using wall hacks. I've checked everywhere. There's nowhere that states he's being honest about it. There's nowhere that states he's openly using them or he's told his followers, his viewers, his supporters. There is nowhere that states it. So this guy is lying to 47 people, at least. These are people who are willing to donate their hard-earned money from work, from whatever they do as a living, to this guy. And he's actually lying about using wall hacks. And you're asking, how do I know? Watch this now. So I've already taken you through a couple of clips where I've said he's using wall hacks, and there are clear demonstrations of him using wall hacks, in my opinion. That's what wall hacks looks like being used by an uneducated player, and by that I mean someone who hasn't educated themselves to the point where they are able to hide the fact that they are using wall hacks. Remember Bos Wellington and how obvious he was? This guy is exactly the same. However, we've got clear proof of this guy actually using cheats. Now, you may be wondering why I'm sitting on a video that's got me on. The reason for that is for a demonstration of what player skeletons look like from the ESP settings. So watch this now. It's only a small clip I'm going to show you so I can demonstrate exactly what a player skeleton looks like. Watch this. Okay, we'll stop it there a second. This is exactly what wall hacks looks like, okay? So you've got the box around the edge. That is player box, player name, and so on. But this in the middle, these lines here, is the player skeleton. That shows you the exact position of the enemy. So you can see here, that's like the body. These are the legs. And up the top here are the arms. It does not show you the head. However, that is what the player skeleton would look like. Right, you may be asking yourself, why is he showing us this clip of player skeletons? Well, we're going to show you a clip now of R1CHARDSHOT showing skeletons on his stream. And you may be asking how, why, where? I'm going to show you now. Watch this. This clip was taken from the same game, the same stream as all the footage that we have seen in this video so far. What I want you guys to do is pay attention to his headset. I know this is not the best quality. This is zoomed right in on his webcam so that we can actually see a reflection in his headset here. So pay attention to this part of his headset. You can already see where his monitor is in the headset. So pay attention to that area and you will see a player skeleton. Watch.
Fucking right, bro. You have the weapon on you or something? What? Badger.
Did you see it? I'm guessing you didn't. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull it back for you and we're going to slow it down and I'll point it out exactly where it is. And there it is. You may not be able to see it fully, but there are the arms and there's the legs. And there are two people side by side that you can actually see the player skeletons on. And as I've mentioned, this is very poor quality. So I'll go back and we'll slow it down for you again, zoomed in, and you will be able to see them hopefully.
Badger.
What?
And that's it. That's the icing on the cake. That's the nail in the coffin right there. It may not be very good quality, but I 100% assure you that that right there is a reflection of his gaming monitor showing player skeletons, which is a wall hack ESP setting on cheat software, cheat programs. To this guy, it's game over. Well, there we have it, guys. Richard's shot was caught out by the reflection in his Astrowave 40's headset showing the player skeleton, which is an ESP wall hack setting. This guy couldn't have made it any easier, showing a reflection of his monitor on his headset. Who'd have thought it would have been that simple to actually see? I could have just made a little 30-second clip of that, but I wanted to highlight how he looks while he's using his wall hack, as well as putting a comparison in to show you guys what ESP player skeletons look like as well, so you guys can compare it to what we saw in the reflection of his headset. And don't forget, guys, to hit that thumbs up if you've enjoyed the video. Let's try and get this one to 2,000 likes. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think of the video. How obvious was that, the reflection in the side of his headset? It doesn't get any easier. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. If you want to support the channel further, hit the blue join button today and become a paying member of the Triple B fam. And don't forget, follow me on Twitter at BadBoyBeeman. This is the best way for you guys to contact me about any streamers who you believe are cheating, no matter how big or small they are. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!